All right, y'all, so let's discuss different rep ranges when it comes to exercising, okay? So we have low rep ranges, mid rep ranges, and then high rep ranges, all right? There's purposes to each one. So starting with the low, most people who do the low are lifting heavier weights. Therefore, they can only do so much, and they're trying to gain strength. So when doing this method, it requires longer rest periods in between each set in order for your muscles to fully recover and then go back as hard as you did the first set, okay? Secondly, you have to be very careful when doing the lower reps when you're by yourself, because if you have the barbell and you're doing the bench press or the squat, it can be dangerous because you may or may not get those last couple of reps. You may drop it on yourself. So if you are going to push the low reps, I would suggest dumbbells if you're by yourself, or if you have a training partner, then you can have them spot you when doing the barbell, for example, exercises. Other than that, most low reps, it takes longer. It requires much more patience, much more concentration, and then much more explosion. So it's greater for people who are trying to gain strength. Usually, I try to do a mix of everything with my clients, just so they can be well-rounded and not just good at one thing. Okay, so now moving on to mid-rep ranges. Okay, so mid-rep ranges is like 8 to 10, 8 to 12. So that's the normal range for a lot of beginners and a lot of people who are just trying to maintain their look. Like I said, this amount of repetitions allows you to push a good weight that you're comfortable with, and it allows you to be safer than the lower rep ranges when you're trying to push the PRs and everything like that. So, like I said, with the mid rep ranges, I would suggest that if you're a beginner or intermediate and you're just trying to maintain the look you have, 8 to 12 is a good rep range. And you can just do it in all kinds of exercises. And like I said, it's just for comfort more than anything. It's knowing that you can do this weight for these amount of repetitions. And then last but not least is the high rep ranges, which is kind of like what I do sometimes. I usually do moderate to high rep ranges when I work out, just because of my career field. So the high rep ranges is kind of like 15 to 20, okay? So I do 15 to 20 per exercise because I cannot risk getting injured because I'm a personal trainer and I'm demonstrating and exercising all day, every day. So I cannot risk getting injured. So therefore, I really stay away from the low rep ranges and pushing my max. There's no need for that. I'm not trying to be the strongest man. I'm just trying to look good, feel good, and then be healthy. So like I said, the high rep ranges, you can do it like for bench press or something, bicep curls. And it's a lighter weight since you're doing much more repetitions, but it's much more controllable, much more safer than when you're pushing your limits. So like I said, you get to decide which ones you want to incorporate for which different exercises in your workout. When you work out, you don't always have to do the same amount of reps for each exercise. You can mix it up. I want to get stronger in my chest, so I'll do 4 to 6 on the bench press, but I'm okay with my shoulders, so I'll just do 10 to 15. So you get to decide, be creative. Like I said, you're not stuck to one certain pattern, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And that's what's fun about it, is like you always want to keep it interesting. When you find yourself doing the same thing over and over, it gets kind of boring and redundant. So it's just like, eh. So for me, I always try to keep it exciting, 15 to 20. I try to push it. And then the 15 to 20 range too, it also helps with your cardio aspect as well, because you're going either a little bit, slightly faster, and then you're going much more longer, so it's much more endurance for your muscles and for your heart as well. So, like I said, that's up to you to decide. Do whatever you feel comfortable. Whatever you see online, these fitness models doing, remember that they had a different, journey to that top than you do. So they had different starting points, they had different strengths and weaknesses than you do. So never compare yourself to those people that you see online. It's good to strive for that, but just run your own race, go at your own pace, and like I said, just be safe. Damn, I'm a rapper. All right then, well, I'll let y'all go. It's a short and sweet video, and then I'll see y'all at the next one.